I have no notes for this one. How do I feel about white people and racism? Mainly looking at the concept of every white person is racist. I don't believe that's true. Why? Because life experiences. Every white person who is British hates black people who live here. No. No, that's not true either. Now, I'm not in the habit of going out of my way to randomly, I don't go out of my way to randomly over defend white people either. I can't lie. It's just, I'm looking at a blue sky now and I'm thinking it's not as clear as the sky is blue. All white people are racist. Like, no. There are some people who are very much racist. Yeah. There are some people who they're not racist, but they have a couple ignorant views because they haven't been anywhere. There are trolls who just write whatever will get them the most attention online. You know? And so we have to think about what we experience in real life. If in real life nobody's running up to you talking about how you've ruined the country, why should you believe that every person who's white is out here saying that you ruined the country? Now, I still think that we should all be wary of racism because it's very much real. And in this country, they have a very covert form of being... People who are racist have a very covert form of being racist, but like... That doesn't mean that every single white person that you come across or interact with is going to be like, well, racist. But there are racists. It's not cut and dry. It's not like the grass is green and the sky is blue. Yeah, I'm by a window and I can see my garden, so yeah. But I won't turn it around. But yes, we all know what blue sky and green grass looks like. I hope. Even if you live in the desert, they got phones there, man. You've seen pictures of blue skies and green grass. Wait, the sky is still blue in the... I've never been to a desert. I really want to go, but yeah. I'm not sure if that'd be good for my skin. Yes, this is how you know I've never been to Dubai. Outside the stopovers on the plane, which I still count that as countries I've touched. I can't lie. But but yeah. Along this, I have the sneaking suspicion that most of the time when we want to shout racism, what is actually going on is nationalism. Now, how is that different? Well, a lot of people, when they first see someone who's very ethnic, they may have like a stern face until they hear that person speak and realize that they have a British accent. Or like, let's say you're somewhere like the bank, you want to open an account, they're stern until you pull out, because you have to be a citizen to make a bank account here. To my knowledge anyway. I'm not sure how true that is. I'm pretty sure it's true. But because you have to use your passport as ID and that. So when they see you pull out the passport, all of a sudden their whole demeanor changes. It's like, this person is like me. However, why would they standoffish at first? Because they are nationalistic. That's it. But since I am a citizen of this country and have been since I was born, I don't really have a problem with nationalism because it doesn't affect me. Unless, of course, the person is racist, then it doesn't affect me. But then that changes what the issue is. The issue is no longer your nationality. The issue is your race. So, yeah. I don't have a problem because... let me tell you a fun little story. When I was in school, and I would say I'm Nigerian, there'd always be white kids trying to correct me. And it wasn't just me that they did this to. Pretty much anyone who tries to claim their country of ethnic origin over Britain while being a British citizen always receive that correction from their white friends and other classmates, because they're like, no, wait, so you're born here, you live here, you're a citizen of here, how can you only claim that? Like, which is true, that makes perfect sense. Have never used the letter T at the end of a word a day in your life, except for when you're doing accents, but you want to not claim the country at the end of the day. It's almost rude. Think about it. Low key. Like the country that housed you, so the country that birthed you, educated you, currently you're living safely in, citizen of, and you reject it. Nah, man, hold on. When you think about it that way, that is a little rude. It's like, after all that, nothing, not even a mention on when people ask where you're from. What, because some random geese that you're never gonna meet in the middle of Swindon, or some drunk guy on a night out? Am I from the north? Anywho, on a night out is gonna try and tell you that you're not from here. Yeah, nah, yeah, it does sound silly. Yeah. So, I don't think that all white people are racist. But there are racists. And we should be aware that still goes on. And that's still a possibility that can happen. But there are so many reasons why you can have negative interactions with people. Like, I don't know, if a lady with a terrible bleach job is like being really mean to me, I'm not instantly going to assume, yes, it's because I'm black. Like, I'm going to assume it's because, well, I have golden blonde hair growing out of my roots, and her hair is fried as. And also have lovely extensions to match. You know, I've been loving these. I think it's because I changed the kind of toner that I used for them so it matches better. Because the old one I was using was making the extensions like red and orange. And people calling me Ginger Spice, which isn't a big deal because ginger hair is cool. But like, I mean, I don't want to be ginger. And I'm not. Yeah, it's weird. Like, blonde hair, warm blonde hair got like a lot of golden blonde hair has a lot of optical illusions to it. So like, it can look orange. Mostly it looks yellow, but it can look orange in some lights, which is it is what it is. But then when you go to buy hair extensions and you hold some ginger hair extensions up to your head, and then your hair is just golden, and you're like, what the hell? But then you hold some very light blonde extensions up to it, and your hair looks very dark. And that is color theory, not optical illusion. Okay, I'm supposed to end. I should make a video about hair extensions another time.